This podcast is rated R for restricted. Under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian. Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 podcast, where we watch the best movies ever made, most of the time from a list, and I guess actually now most of the time from not the list. I don't know. We should measure it out, but we're getting close to just like not doing list movies anymore because we have 5 left and we're just pushing them out. We're in the middle of award season right now. The Oscars were last weekend, and the movie we're watching now won Best Actor. Timothee Chalamet getting an award. You know, good for that guy.
Yeah.
We're watching Marty Supreme. It's currently in theaters. Came out this year. This is a single Safdie, no longer a brother, just a single one. So it's in theaters now. We're going to go see it in the theaters, stream it, or skip it. Those are your 3 options. Who wants to go first?
Hey, Ian.
What do you got, John?
Skip it.
Skip it. TC, what do you got?
I'm on the edge of skip it, but I'd say stream it if you want.
Oh, I'm going to go hard, see it in the theaters.
Oh,
This
good
is
for
gonna
you.
be-
Good for you. This is going to be a
This
fun
is surprising. All right.
Well, I
20
have
second
an
spoiler.
interesting take, I think. So.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
20-second spoiler-free review. Do we have the clock up there?
Yeah, let me get it up there for you guys. Who wants to go first? We want to be positive. You know
Let's
where we
start
are, Danny.
negative.
You can
Start
choose.
with John, then go TC, then go me. How about that?
I mean, well-made film. Just getting tired of wanting to make films about bad people. Also, I like the subject action scenes and so on. You can really see there's an intensity. There's like 3 hardcore aggressive makeout scenes, which are really uncomfortable. Just don't like the character. Don't like to watch a whole movie about a narcissist and be like, oh, he cries at the end. So yay.
Fair enough. TC, what do you got? Pushing his nose.
Yeah, I think that John is pretty much right. But I give it some credit because it is a negative change arc. And it's like the first time where I noticed it, like, oh shit, this is what they're trying to do. I would imagine that the studio got involved at the end and was like, we got to make him somewhat redeemed. So I'll have more, but I was mixed.
Yep. Sure. All right,
let's
Danny,
go.
ready? Here we go.
I'm not going to talk about the character during this part because this movie was extremely well made and it put you on a ride. And once something happened in the movie, I was like, this movie can go anywhere. And it kind of did. And it was absolutely bananas with just being a ping pong movie. I was like, all right, ping pong movie, 2.5 hours. The fuck is this going to be about? But it went in a lot of places I didn't expect. And I thought it was one of the best movies of the year.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't know about
it's fair.
best movie.
I can see
Best
your
movie of the
point.
year. I can see this winning
it
Best
is well
Picture,
made.
one battle after another.
It is well made,
didn't
and
come
they
out
were
this
trying
year.
to do something very difficult. It's hard to fucking keep like that kind of that character is so unlikable that it's hard to follow him. And if you lose that, like, if you don't like him, the rest of the movie is very difficult to watch. If you can somewhat be okay with it, then yeah, it is tense. It is fast. Like, you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of characters. So it's really well done, and I know what they were trying to go for, so I give it credit. But I had a hard time with it, and it wasn't fun to be in the movie theater watching it. And it was like, you know, you start looking over to the people next to you, and everyone's kind of looking at you like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's like relentless.
Relentless, yeah, in a good way. So just
but
the
it
point of
wasn't in a
data,
good way.
just a point of data, because that's where you're coming from, and John agrees with it. But Naomi usually hates movies where she hates people too, and that was the first thing she said when she walked out of the theater is like, I usually hate those types of movies where it's a bad character, but for some reason, I was entertained and enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, and I
possible
can
to
see
hate
it.
him
I
and
can
enjoy
see
it too.
No.
Some of those
I
ping
get
pong
it.
scenes were,
yeah.
you know, that's just
Yeah.
a sports
Oh, no, yeah.
movie now,
No,
right?
No, the ping pong scenes were awesome, and the intent that this guy does intensity like Uncut Gems in a unique way that like his way of portraying like intent, emotion, and sudden actions and all of that is remarkable. It's
got a hell of a
Spoiler
walk.
territory,
Doesn't
okay?
he? He has a
That
hell
gas
of a walk.
station
Yeah, of course.
scene, that gas station scene alone deserves like a best editing award.
I
That was
understand.
incredible.
No, I get it. But I think like with Uncut Gems, it had something to say about addiction. It had something deeper about this character that was really fascinating. And it wasn't the Adam Sandler character in Uncut Gems was still a bad person. In the
Worse
sense
than
that
this
he had
guy, for sure.
No. Yes, but he had a fatal flaw that was really clearly understand as like so central to his character here. and he wasn't redeemed either. He was and he was desperate and miserable the whole time. I think this film ending on an up arc makes
was
it
weird.
even worse.
Yeah, it was.
That
was.
it's like somehow
even worse.
And it came at the worst time. It was 90% done
Right.
when the arc changed, and it was like, what?
You could,
Okay,
You could
we're
walk
supposed to feel
away
good
from
for him
this
now?
thinking, oh, he's actually a good guy now because he got what he
No,
wanted.
he still
So now
sucks.
he cares
He's a
about
miserable
his son.
fuck.
That's not what the movie does at all, John. It's so far off.
He does.
from that.
They
I had no
try
idea.
to
At
redeem
this
him.
point,
They do try to redeem
At
him.
that point, that's what I got the feeling too, TC. I think they're trying to
They
redeem
were.
him. And,
Absolutely were.
And
It
I
had
do
to-
not like that.
It had to land on some kind of high note, and they made him
And
like
that was why-
redeemed out of all the bullshit
Right.
he's
And
done
that-
this whole movie.
Right.
That's made me stress the fuck out for no reason.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's another reason why I think Uncut Gems succeeded so well is
because of that ending.
is again because it's a sudden and violent end after
But
his
didn't it
sudden
subvert your
No,
ending.
expectations
if
because
they
this is a
had
surprise
if they
happy
had
ending?
gone on where he gets worse, and worse, and then ends worse, that would have made
That would have
sense.
been, yeah.
He's
I
already
agree.
done that though. The
No,
Safdie
no,
brothers have already done that.
No,
I
I
walk
get
away
that,
with this
but I'm
movie-
just
I
saying
did
it was
walk away,
a hard right at the 90% mark, and I didn't know
Yeah.
So-
why they went that way. Other than my conspiracy theory was like the fucking studio got involved and was like, we can't
think?
actually release this, guys.
All right, no, because this
I
is a real
mean,
guy. This is a real guy.
Oh,
Yeah, but he didn't do this shit.
He did.
No, I mean, this real guy did not.
Yes, he
Was
did.
not this character.
Yes, he
right?
was.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And so he cried. I mean, I just
No,
read his
there are
Wikipedia page
individual
and did
story
not
stuff like where that didn't necessarily happen, but this guy was a hustler. Like he grew up on the streets. Basically, he played ping pong since he was 12 in these like all night
Sure.
ping pong clubs. He hustled famous people. He slept with movie stars. He won championships. He did a lot of like flourishes and stuff.
He would do anything, lie, steal, cheat,
Yes.
just betray.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
That was like clear
The
from him.
worst.
Like
And
hooray.
actually, there's a couple major differences between this movie and him. He wasn't so concerned about winning. He was so good that he could win, but he made more money from hustling, and he enjoyed it more to be a showman as opposed to like a champion. He wanted to show
Yeah.
off and be fancy.
But-
and stuff.
It doesn't
and
make
who
me
cares
like
if he
him anymore.
Right,
No,
right.
but
And who
he's a
cares
real
if he
guy,
fucks
is all I'm
people
saying.
over.
Right.
Sure. I mean, and again, same thing. Wolf of Wall Street, right? I mean, we're gonna watch a well-made movie about some people that are somewhat fascinating.
I'm glad you brought that up,
being
John.
Complete assholes.
Because I got a counterpoint to that. Wolf of Wall Street, you do kind of want to be that guy. I think like there's a better argument for like this movie portrays this guy in such a way where he's rich and having a good time and all these things look great and he's doing drugs, he's got a hot wife. Like seems great, right? Until the very end where it shows him go crazy and almost kill his baby or whatever.
Yeah,
There's
that's
one
what,
point
like, every
this movie
fucking
is
Scorsese
entirely
gangster
miserable.
film.
He's miserable the
Yeah.
entire movie in this movie. I don't want to be
Except
this
the
guy
end.
at all.
Except at the end,
the
right?
end.
And it doesn't
Right.
make
It's
any
fine.
sense. Came
But
out
at
of
the
nowhere.
end,
And then-
his character is not going to stick to that. The movie is I agree. The ending is odd, but I didn't buy it because his character is not going to settle down and not play ping pong again. The movie kind of leaves it there, right? But I didn't buy it because that's not where his
I
character
didn't
was.
buy
There
any.
you go.
I don't know.
You're talking to two people that didn't buy it.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
buy it
Other
either,
than
but I
letting
excused
the-
it saying like, okay,
Yeah.
the movie just decided to end there, but he's going to continue being an
Oh
asshole.
man, when it ended, I was happy. When I saw that check coming up the fucking stairs, I was like, oh yeah, it's getting to the end. We're done. Fuck this thing.
I know. Well, and Nikki didn't like it either.
Yeah,
again,
neither did
but
Daisha.
she had the same feeling of like this is just a very well done movie about a very bad person, and it's really intense, and there's no payoff to the intensity. There's no like going somewhere with all this intensity and awfulness, and then it's just like what was the purpose of this film? Okay, it's crafted well. It's
And it
acted
was.
well.
I mean, you can't
But what's the point?
deny
I think the point is
Like,
that if you
at
want to
the
be
end.
number one, you have to be an asshole that doesn't care about humans.
Yeah,
at
but
all.
I don't know if that's true, and
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
I
no,
don't want to agree with that. So it didn't
Right.
resonate with me.
I think it. I mean,
Right,
it seems kind of true.
I think we have
Well,
enough
no,
of
it
that
does.
around
It
us
does.
right now.
You're absolutely right. I'm
To
just
some extent, yes, but that's so what? That's okay. I don't need to be told that. I don't need to be shown that. I don't want to sit there for 2.5
yeah,
hours.
right. I don't
plus
want to
and
pay to
experience it.
watch this miserable prick be a miserable prick.
Right, and then
And
somehow
also,
have the redeeming
I don't
arc
really
at the
care
end.
about ping pong. I mean, that's the other
I don't
side
either,
of it,
but that
right?
was exciting.
There wasn't.
No,
it
no,
wasn't
no,
like
the
when they
scenes
were
were good.
ramping up
I
for some of
still
the
agree.
matches. I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be sick. I was just like, they're playing fucking ping pong.
But don't you think the last scene where
What are
they
we doing?
actually had like the last 5 or 6 points or whatever was actually pretty damn exciting?
It was good. It was well done.
Sure, cool.
Yeah.
For fucking 10 minutes,
For
it was
ping
pretty
pong.
good.
I mean,
Yes.
we're talking about like Warrior did the same thing. This movie is equivalent to Warrior at the end, and it's fucking ping pong and not Ultimate Fighting. That's a feat to me.
Yeah, but I mean, but Warrior had characters I cared about.
I'm just talking about
No, we're just talking about the scene.
Let's compare Warrior to this, for example, because again, Warrior was a great movie that I really loved because I cared about the characters. They had different arcs. They had complexities. They weren't just one note, fuck all assholes until the end.
It struck a chord with you, boy.
Yeah.
John knows somebody like this guy, I think.
Well,
I mean, doesn't everyone?
But everything was bad. Even like I said, like even his makeout scenes were awful and uncomfortable. Like all the sex scenes were terrible. Like again, maybe on purpose, but it was just not.
What do you mean by terrible?
I mean, like oh, he's just so aggressively making out with them, and everything's so up close. It just is a really uncomfortable watch. Like I feel
like you forget what Uncut Gems is like, John. I was going to recommend we watch Good Time next week, but I don't know if you like this guy.
I remember that girl being pretty hot. So.
Yeah, but maybe Good Times is fine. But
there's Adam Sandler. Come on.
I mean, I think it was probably on par for being just as raunchy.
Yeah. But maybe it's also better to not watch this on the big screen because I mean,
that's why I said
about
stream
the streaming
it
versus the movie.
Stream it
because
it was beautiful. I thought it looked awesome.
The film style is so much in your face and close up. So everybody,
it's dark,
you're not,
though.
like,
I like
people
that.
from the neck up, like most of the fucking time.
There was a lot of close-ups.
A little too close.
Up there.
You're saying?
Yeah, it just feels like you're like.
But guess what, John? You know they're going to say that was an intentional thing, right? To make you feel uncomfortable.
Of course they're going to say that.
Man, it works.
I mean, yeah.
I this worked for me in Uncut Gems, and it's the same fucking style, the same kind of tension, the same kind of unpredictability of where things go. But it was a different character arc, and it had the sort of addiction layer, which made it even more like this is something that hits home.
You don't think this guy's addicted to this? It seems kind of very similar to me.
No, I just think he's a total fucking prick. He's like you said, narcissist.
There's no right. We're not really seeing.
He's competitive.
I don't think.
He's
like no depth,
but he's worse than competitive because LeBron James ain't out there fucking killing people.
There's nothing to be
right.
Yeah, there's nothing to be interested in this guy other than he's going to do whatever he
wants at any time, and that's not how anything works in life. Right. I know.
It's a single note. It's pretty much a single note all the way through, and that gets really tiring.
And I think what it is too is I just didn't want him to succeed. At some point, I was like, this guy fucking sucks. I couldn't care less if he wins or he loses. And so then you get to those scenes where they're playing ping pong, and you're like, "Yeah, I don't care about this now because I hate him." Right? I
guess, I can kind of see all your points. I think knowing all this guy's movies, I was happy that it didn't end with him dying or something because I figured a negative ending is what I would expect, and that would have been like, okay, I expected that, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect him to win that small
Not
champion.
necessarily negative ending. I would expect again, even hitting on a down note of. He doesn't know what to do himself now. He got the thing he wanted. Now he's going to have to find the next thing he wants because that's what drives him, right? So hitting another down note could have been at least a little bit better, knowing that
like he's just
continues.
back to what
he's doing.
John?
How about this? Can I give you a way to interpret this?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Though. He's one note all the way through. He is one note, and so to end on this like up note, like bing, I love my kid.
Yeah,
it just is.
Right.
It feels so. Inconsistent and wrong for this character.
What if he's crying
so upsetting
because
to, like, walk away?
He knows he's not going to be there to raise his kid? What if that's why he's crying?
What he's shown no remorse up to this point. There's no remorse or depth to this guy until the end. Then, so all of a sudden now he feels something.
No, he likes the woman that was his. That's like the mother of his kid.
Only when it's
only when it's convenient.
Only when it's like only when
he could have abandoned her entirely. He came to visit her.
He did.
But he did. He just had to come back because he lost everything. It wasn't like you're not talking about like if he had a choice, he would not have come back.
If he needed to stay there to achieve whatever his goals were or screw her over more to achieve whatever his goals are, he certainly would.
What is he going to get out of her now that she is pregnant with a kid? What is he going to get out of it?
I know. That's why this makes no sense.
But that just goes totally against the argument you were just making about the ending that I brought up. Was I'm saying, I don't know. I don't agree with what you guys are saying.
I'm saying the ending makes no sense because there's no depth to this guy. Throughout the 2 and 30 minutes and change, he is a complete narcissistic asshole. To suggest that now all of a sudden there's depth to him or something else is annoying.
And it doesn't really make sense.
Like, now he cares about his wife. Now he cares about his kid.
There was nothing but the kid that made it change. And I didn't buy that was enough for the arc to actually make sense. They should have started preparing us for that a little bit earlier to pepper in, he's actually going to maybe get better. But they waited until the last 15 minutes of the movie to be like, he's changed. He's different now. right?
Well,
and it's like
maybe
come
not.
on.
I mean, interesting choice that they left the babies crying over the song.
Oh,
The
awful.
Sugar
Also,
song.
one of
We
the
got up
worst
and
ways
left
to
really
leave the
quick.
fucking theater.
Yeah,
And,
we
like,
ran out of there. And
at the
was
end of that, if
quickest
you're
I'll
not
ever leave
liking the
theater.
movie, you hear that bullshit. You're like, this fucking movie, man. Right? But again, relentless. So you give it credit for the way that it was produced, the way that it was brought out to the audience.
I like-
but you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to like the story.
No, and I
And you don't
like
have
these
to
guys.
like
I
it.
like this direct. I don't know if it like who's the more influential of the two guys. They're brothers, right?
Yeah. And this year they just produced the two most expensive A24 movies.
Yeah.
And Josh is the one who did this one, and the other one was the Smashing Machine.
I thought, you
And
know
I
what?
still
We haven't
still
said
wanna see
anything
the
about
first
that,
film.
is that Gwyneth Paltrow is great.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Everyone's
thought
amazing.
that we haven't seen her for a while, right? I mean,
Iron Man, I think, is or whatever the Avengers movies is the last time I
which
saw.
I didn't
Right,
see, though.
right,
So
right.
there
Yeah.
you go. But I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, she was good.
I don't know. It made me want to
Again,
watch. What was that? The one with the brothers and Gene Hackman, the Wes Anderson movie with her.
Oh, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh,
Made me
I
want to
haven't
watch
seen
that again.
The brothers. And
I was
Gene
like,
Hackman.
yeah, the brothers. She was great though, and their relationship was kind of fun, I guess, in a way.
I mean, I liked it. I liked it how he kind of brought her out of her shell in her
Yeah.
shitty relationship.
Yep. And the
was
idea of
nice.
like fucking him over. Fuck, I mean, it's like
No, she was,
that
she
kind of
was,
shit
like,
was
aware
funny.
Of who she
that
was.
They were like,
no, I know. I mean, it
But-
was a funny moment where like they give the cop the necklace and he's like, "So can I have another one?"
yeah. No, but like you have so many more. Like I still need the money, right?
Oh my god! But again, it's a good angle there in terms of her. I mean, and it's sad. And again, there's a depth of character for her in terms of she's wanting to be a star again. She's left crushed because her husband arranged all of this, and when the actual reviews come in, they're trashing her. Saying and that's where we leave her character is sobbing because she's her husband arranged everything. You think the Rockefeller guy or whatever the hell his name was is actually a vampire? I liked him saying that. I
That
thought
line
that was great.
This movie could have gone
Good
anywhere.
line.
I was like, is this movie going to be fucking sinners? Are there vampires
I
in
was
this
like, I
goddamn
know.
movie?
That was a good line.
I was really hoping we'd go horror.
I was
Then
born in
would've been happy.
1601.
I
I'm
was
a
like,
fucking vampire. Like, whoa!
I would have loved it.
A hell of
Then I
a
might have been happy.
threatening way to say that, right?
Then you have the narcissistic asshole fighting vampires, and that might have been kind of fun, or he gets offered the deal to be a vampire himself, and then continue with his life forever. I don't know. That would have been a really good turn. I'd have been happy. But it was a great speech. Again, really well said, and I really enjoyed it. Whether he's actually really a vampire or not, I liked it. But yeah,
I'm trying to think about what I mean. Both you guys didn't like this because of his arc and his character. The ending, I can't really explain away. I think me and Naomi talked about on the way home if it was actually a happy ending because it's like,
well.
What if it's not actually his kid? This is another thing.
Let
It's
me
definitely
ask you,
not a
Danny.
happy ending. He's just
That's
in a
fine.
happier
Danny,
place than he
Danny,
was before.
Yeah, here's a question that you often ask: why make this movie about this person?
I found it interesting. I liked it a lot because I found it interesting as a character study because these people exist and not a lot of movies are made like this depicting these characters. I really appreciated how watching this, I did not want to be this guy for a second. Even though he got laid, he was never calm. He never enjoyed himself. He was always striving towards something else. And it made that really clear throughout the entire movie. There's no question that this guy lives like a fucking uncomfortable life, right? It's not showing it off to be like, you should be assholes to your friends. You should fuck other people's wives. You should leave your baby mama to like get kidnapped by mobsters. None of that looks good. And yet it still shows a realistic portrayal of these selfish fucks that are selfish and get ahead in life. And those people exist all over the place. And I just like it how this movie takes the angle of not glorifying it at all. That's why I liked it so much. That plus, I mean, that for the story, that's why I liked it. For the script, for all you're saying, like the story didn't go in a lot of places. And I guess for his character, maybe not. But I thought
you
the
are
individual
in a lot of
actions-
places.
Yeah, like the individual scenes
but again,
were
I don't
incredible
think,
throughout the movie.
Feel like this character had depth, and I don't think real life people very often don't have this kind of one note. And if you sort of look at
How many people do you know,
the
John,
actual
that are this
Marty?
famous?
Wait, just, if you look at the actual Marty, he was much more charismatic and flamboyant. He used to wear these goofy hats. He used to do silly things for marketing. He was enjoying the game. He enjoyed what he was doing. There's no, as you say, no enjoyment to this character as we see him on the screen. There is no again, it just seems so one note. It's very grating and it doesn't feel real. Even like really annoying narcissists I know have more depth to them than this. This seems so one note, so determined to make you dislike this guy as an asshole who'll do anything except for the end, which is so jarring, that it doesn't feel real. That does not seem like even a realistic portrayal of a narcissist. So you're trying to just make look at this asshole.
No, it was
movie.
just how many more bad things can we have happen in this movie? I think that bad thing happened. Now that should lead into another bad thing. Then that bad thing will lead into another one. And it just keeps going down the line. And it just gets, you just don't want to be there for like, okay, oh my God, the next thing just happened. Great. Here we go.
But so John, you were saying it's not realistic,
ride.
and I would agree that in terms of like a regular movie, it's not realistic. But what I got out of this is that this was through Marty's character's perception of every situation and the way it was edited together and the way it moved and how like high intensity it was his viewpoint of his situations that he was going on. So you were I felt like I was living through him, experiencing these situations as he was experiencing them. So the energy in this movie, I felt like that was coming from inside of him.
Right.
So it's
I can
necessarily
imagine
unrealistic
that
in terms of like an outside observer, but I felt like it was
true.
realistic in terms of like how he was experiencing everything here. Because it sounds like you didn't
with again,
the way it was
one
edited.
note, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get what I want, and there's no, that's it.
That's what the story is. That's kind of what the
really
story
doing
is.
whatever he wants to get the one thing.
And if you don't like that much,
two
then
and a
what are
half
you gonna do?
hours is a very one note thing, and it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like this is not a likable character. This doesn't even feel like a real character. At the end,
I'm
of the
surprised
day.
that
That's
it is a real
annoying.
character.
I guess I just disagree.
But it's not.
Like 100%.
It's actually not. It's like if you read into who the guy actually was, there's a lot more charisma, a lot more flamboyance to him. He's even self-aware about how silly some of the things he does are. He actually is a real person that actually has more depths. And even if he was like very self-absorbed or very self-promoting, there's more to him than just that.
Well,
I mean, there's always more to real
just that.
people than there are in people.
a lot
in
of
movies.
this
Right.
is what's
I'm
his
telling
name
you.
too, right?
But-
Chalamet. I mean, that's
right.
just kind of
Right,
like.
yeah.
But
you
I'll
know.
just tell you, you want to make a film and you want to so why make this film to make it one note about this character being this one way the whole time? And
I disagree with that. I just disagree with that
like
statement.
it.
That's fine. You don't like it, but I disagree with him being one note.
Yeah.
And I disagree with the movie being one note. I think it's...
I think it's pretty much his character itself is he's just one place.
Well, let's
and
move
when he's
on
not,
from
he's
one note
thinking.
because we've said that ad nauseum.
And there's we just disagree.
Yeah.
If it is or
We
not.
will
I mean-
agree to disagree and move on.
Yeah, exactly. So now,
The bathtub scene. Can we talk about the bathtub scene?
which one was that?
That's one of the best friggin' scenes I've
when he
seen all
falls
year.
through the
Oh my
floor
God, that
and
was
crushes
funny,
the
wasn't
guy's
it?
arm.
That was kind of. I thought it was kind of scary. It was funny and scary, and I did not expect it to happen. And it set off a bunch of events that actually came back and were important for like the rest of the story.
It's fair, yeah.
which
Like
was-
with the guy with the dog,
Yeah.
and then the whole dog is.
How do you
searched
write
for,
that into a
and-
script? And they set it up before too, because like the guy told him not to use the bathtub, and afterwards he's like, "I told you," and he's like, "No, you didn't." And he's like, "Yes, he did. You were just talking over him because everyone in this fucking movie is always talking over each
Because
other."
you're not paying attention because you're a piece
Right.
of shit. Oh yeah, right. I hate you, and there you go again.
But
right?
it's so crazy how much that scene, how crazy it is, number one, to have a bathtub fall on a dog and a guy's arm. That's a crazy thing to put in a movie, and how it tied back into the buildup in the lobby, and then how it carries through the movie.
But
Like,
you see how they just keep writing. What's the craziest thing that would? Okay, if he comes through the ceiling with, well, what could
But
we
it's
put
logical.
there too? It's like,
But it
we could put a
seems
dog
logical.
and a guy. Okay, what's up next? It's just that's what they did for this movie, right? They wrote a bunch of scenarios, one thing after the next, that was worse than the one before.
Kind
and,
of.
And it's a ride. I get it.
Yeah.
We understand that.
and it's
just,
a smooth ride because people do
it's a
crazy
smooth
shit.
ride. It's a
Yeah.
smooth ride. And if you don't like the character, it's a bumpy ride that you don't want to be on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so I mean, like that whole scene where they rip the people off in the pool hall. I thought that was awesome. Like the way they sold
it was
and
funny.
Like it was funny, and it was
Yeah.
I was convinced that would actually work. Like they had the two people playing the different like the different groups in the bowling alley.
I could see that happening. Yeah.
And then catching up to them, and the only thing that seemed unrealistic, kind of, was when he started spraying everybody with gasoline. like Zoolander.
Yeah, that seemed a little.
But who knows? The guy's a fucking lunatic, and they were about to get the shit kicked out of him, if not killed. So.
Right. It seems like you do whatever you can.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But regardless, it led to the spectacular blowing up of everybody.
Yeah.
So that made it worth it.
So I saw 3 silhouettes in the fire. There were way more than 3 dudes there.
Oh my God. How many?
Did
There
anybody
had to have
die?
been 16 to 20 people there.
You think in the truck?
No, just like around that whole time. In the truck. No, I mean, it's got to be 10 people.
Yeah.
Because they were all in the back and they were standing up the front.
Right. But when they were just the people in the truck and they got doused in gasoline, it was probably like 8 people maybe.
Yeah.
And then it blows up and you see 3 people in the fire as a silhouette.
So are they
Does that
dead?
mean
The
5
rest?
other people are dead? Is that what that
Yes.
means?
Or it's just they only had 3 to shoot.
And something I didn't pick up is Naomi pointed this out is when he goes back, or when actually his like pregnant girlfriend goes back and asks the gas station like, have they seen a dog afterwards?
Yeah.
The guy has a scar and like a burn on his face, and Timothy kind of has his face turned away from the guy. And Naomi thought that guy was one of the guys in the truck.
Oh.
I didn't pick up on that
No, I didn't.
because I would also think if
wasn't
that was
paying
the
that close attention,
case-
I don't think either. Though.
Yeah, if that was the case, wouldn't you think that he saw the dog, and if somebody knew about the dog, then he would be suspicious that they were involved in the blowing up of his friends, his potentially dead friends who died in a gasoline fire?
Yeah. Yep. I would.
Yeah. John's just not going to participate at all the rest of this podcast episode.
What? It's a fucking,
No, I'm
you know, I mean,
being respectful.
it's
nodding. I'm nodding over here. What do you want from me?
I pissed John off and he's gone mute.
He's
Shit.
going mute. Yep. I mean, it wasn't an easy movie to watch, and
The argument in the parents' house, I'm just going to pick out the scenes. I thought every scene was
You
like...
go ahead.
was the guy with the orange ping pong balls. He convinced and he went
Yeah.
into their house and he told them
That
to
was
shut
a
up and
great
they were
character.
screaming when he realized that she
Yeah.
faked the black eye and stuff. And
yeah, that was
interesting to see
shitty.
Fran Drescher again. Haven't seen her for a
that's
while.
Fran Drescher.
I know.
His mom.
I know.
The nanny.
The nanny, the one that leads the actors union.
Oh, I did not recognize her.
That was the mother.
Hey, I mean, your voice is recognizable still.
It was
What am I supposed to know Fran Drescher from?
the nanny.
The nanny. She was as a sitcom, and she had a very annoying voice and laugh.
I never saw that.
Oh, maybe. I mean, you know the nanny, right? TC?
Oh yeah.
Not like
Come
this,
on. You had a
Come
pulse
on.
when we were a kid. You'd know.
Oh,
Yeah,
she.
I'm
Okay,
surprised.
I recognize her.
Of course you do.
Pulse. You're saying she's attractive 20 years ago, TC? Is that
No,
what
I'm
you're
saying that if you were alive, you would have known who she was. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Gotcha. I did not. She didn't do the
Saying
voice.
that it
and
is
she doesn't look the
impossible
same
not
now.
to know who she is. As an
She was in the
American.
classic Jack.
She was in
Remember
a
that
lot
movie?
of stupid shit.
Robin Williams. Jack.
I mean, her
was
voice
a,
has gotten better, honestly.
I don't think she's putting on the annoying one.
Well, yeah, I think that was too part of her character to be annoying.
I don't know.
It was,
I mean,
it's
sometimes you hear her talk when she's doing the union stuff, and it's like, you know,
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's the nanny.
Eh.
Oh,
And-
Wally was Tyler the Creator. Did you guys see that?
No.
I didn't
You
know
guys
that.
know who Tyler the Creator is?
He's
Isn't
a pop
he the guy
star.
that has
I've
that
heard
awful
of-
Sugar
I've
on
heard
My
of
Tongue
him.
song?
Do I know who he is? Not really.
I've seen him once at Bonnaroo, and he was pretty freaking good.
Oh, I bet.
And he was Wally, the guy, his like the cab driver buddy.
Oh,
And also-
wow, I didn't
He
realize
was great.
that.
He was actually pretty good.
He was good.
Yeah.
He
Also,
was.
Penn
Yeah.
Jillette was in this movie. I didn't see him.
Who?
Penn Jillette, Penn and Teller,
Oh,
the magicians, the
Yeah.
tall one and the short one.
which one?
The tall one
The tall one?
was a guy named Hoff.
Oh,
I didn't recognize him.
I don't either.
There's a couple basketball players in this movie. A couple.
he
fresh
was the
faces,
farmer.
non-actors.
He was the farmer. That was the
What?
farmer who owned the
Oh,
dog.
really?
What?
Yes.
That
Really?
is kind of blowing my mind right now because I'm picturing the guy's face and I don't
And I
see
can't
it.
match that. No.
Yeah. It was him. He was the farmer.
Wow.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Those were
They
scary
put a lot of
scenes.
makeup on him or something? Like what the fuck? That's
Well, they cut his hair and then they removed his. He always has facial hair.
yeah.
Like
maybe
so
that's
they
what it
removed
is.
That and that
A little
made him
goatee.
kind of unrecognizable.
I guess
Right,
the
yeah.
goatee is his face. Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
So it made him unrecognizable. I mean, you have to watch it again to see that. Let us know, Denny.
I will.
Because
I don't
I'm not
think
watching
TC and I are
it.
watching
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy merch. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm wearing my 824 sweatshirt. Wearing the merch. Gotta support him.
He's a super fan.
Fully support.
Super
I
fan.
fully love A24 too.
Yeah.
These are.
I support films to be made like this. I just didn't like this one. That's okay.
It's in a bad mood. Bad mood, Johnny.
It's a tough arc,
mood.
man.
This one, I don't think this is my mood.
You should change John's character from an elephant to a donkey, like Eeyore.
Yeah. I might, actually.
Fine.
I might. I'm going to try that. Yep.
I didn't like it. Okay, next week.
Although, I mean, that's the elephant, right? I mean, that's, I didn't like it.
I bet elephants like slow movies. Not about bad people, though. They like good people movies.
I love just sitting in the theater and watching a movie. This one was just designed not to be enjoyed in a way. and it's okay.
Hard to disagree.
I mean,
it's so true.
I get it. I get the style, but and I liked Uncut Gems for it. And I'd rather this Uncut Gems was a much better movie than this. Mm-hmm. And even though it's very much the same style, very much it just had a more interesting character, had a more interesting arc, and it was more also like real and effective.
Well, you were like in New York City too. You felt like you were.
Yeah.
Whereas not so much. In
that's true. They had a good sense of place, I thought too. Yeah. But also just I don't know. But if I seen Uncut Gems in the theater, I might have been really kind of a bit annoyed because I might have felt assaulted.
It would be really. It'd be really in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be rough.
Right.
It'd be rough. I think just because you're just so up. You're in their
it's
personal
too close.
space like
it's
the
too
whole
close.
time, right?
Yeah.
That's like the style, right? And so it's a bit rough.
You guys are saying sense of place
yeah.
in Uncut Gems. I felt a real good sense of place in this movie, even though it travels around the world to a lot of different places. I thought the period piece stuff was kind of in your face, but subtly enough done where it wasn't showing it off. It just seemed natural.
Oh, it did seem that. I agree. It didn't. I think. Yeah, I mean, Uncut Gems was much more narrowly focused in terms of place, so you were really like lived in those.
It was like
spots.
one block of New York or something, right? He was like walking back and forth.
So you're like just going to the shop or the
Yeah.
club or whatever, right? And you're just like all in that one space, and that's kind of a nice. This one ranges around. It's certainly again, everything's well done in this film. The cinematography, the location, the spaces, the sense of time, the periodness of it works really well.
The soundtrack. What do you think about the soundtrack? Oh, buddy. One of my favorite parts of the movie. It's like a movie set in the 50s with a soundtrack set in the 80s.
Right,
Why the fuck
that's
not?
Interesting, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The like the kind of
you got the Forever Young Alphaville song.
Is that a
80s
previous
anthem?
I'd never heard that version of that song before.
Were you guys young enough to
know.
have that in your proms and whatnot? You probably
that version
weren't.
of it? I've never heard that version before. It was awesome. I thought.
Oh, really? You haven't heard that the original Alphaville version? You have not.
I don't even know what
version.
Alphaville is.
That's okay. Alphaville is the
Uncle
original
Clark.
Forever Young version. So I'm old enough.
Do you know what
that was
Alphaville
like
is, TC?
Hell no.
a prom song. No, the band that did
That's why I'm
Forever
laughing.
Young.
I'm like, I've never heard of this. I'm glad I'm not the
Yeah.
only one. I've
I
heard
don't
the
know, I'm
song,
old.
obviously,
I'm old,
but
man.
I mean, we're old too.
But
You're
yeah.
just older than us. I don't know what
That's
Alphaville
true.
is.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
true.
heard that song
That
before.
makes me really old.
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's a beautiful song. But yeah, very much like makes me think high school. Totally.
Is that a bad thing? Is that why you didn't like
No.
the movie, John?
No, pretty song.
Okay.
But I like the juxtaposition. I thought it was kind of a fun choice, and at least added a little bit of lightning to the overall shitty tone of the film or get that character.
The music definitely did that throughout. It had like the super high end, sparkly reverb synth stuff that seemed to go against the tone of it, but it just sounds so good. And I don't
Then,
give a
like,
shit.
why not put it
Yeah.
in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Same composer for all the Safdie brothers movies. This guy again.
So you got any trivia?
Yeah,
Got a lot of trivia.
Okay.
All right,
By
what do you
a
got?
lot, I mean a medium amount for a new movie.
Oh, okay.
First of all, are we going to want to do... Wait, so top 250 this movie?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to go yes.
Just to spite us.
No, because I would.
Good job. Go ahead.
Honestly, if One Battle After Another didn't come out this year, this would be my favorite movie this year.
Uh-huh.
As in, like, my pick for what's going to win
This is
stuff.
better than Sinners? You think this is better than Sinners?
So, all right. So there's two different categories. What movies that I like the most and movies that I think are the kind of movies that win awards and
Movies
stuff.
you like the most. You think you like this movie better than Sinners?
On first watch, yes.
Okay.
I've seen Sinners twice.
Okay. So you got to see this one again and then
Yes.
get back to us, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sinners has the advantage right
All right.
now.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that's
let us
good.
know.
Then we can walk back best movie of the... Yeah.
I thought this movie, I mean, this is going to make you guys think I'm crazy. I thought this movie front to back was
I already think you're
more
crazy, dude.
overall well constructed and closer to a perfect movie than any other movie that came out this year.
Wow.
Like one battle after another. After 45 minutes, I really enjoy that movie and it's awesome. But the first 45 minutes, especially on the second viewing, it was kind of a slog to get through because
I
it's
get
not
it.
funny and it's like this is still just weird. Like, I don't fucking get this.
It's not linear like this one is, right?
Yeah.
This one's very linear. Like one thing happens after the next, and he's always driving towards something. You know,
And Sinners, once you know what's going to happen, you lose some of the fun of it, and you realize that the pacing at the end is like pretty off. And some of the CG and the weird like digital filtering and stuff is very distracting.
I could see. I mean, part of the fun of Sinners was its unpredictability and where it went, and it was just so fun.
Same with
to
Weapons. I've
not
seen that
know
a second time. Same with Weapons.
Well, Weapons, I totally could. Well, I don't know. I could see Weapons going either way. Like you could see it a second time and marvel at how intricately it's put together, or you could be like, no, I know it's going to happen, so let's just move on.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
So, yeah,
So,
I can see this
I guess
one.
you're saying it's maybe a little more the latter with Weapons.
Definitely more the latter with Weapons. I would still say that Weapons was a better second viewing than Sinners. One battle after another. Also, all these movies have dipped so far this year, is what I'm trying to say. And I think this movie might go up. From like that's the feeling I get from this one, is that it might get better on a second viewing.
Interesting.
I
get a feeling for these things, you know, because I watch movies over and over again.
I would be rolling my eyes about 5 minutes in. I'd be like, oh, fuck,
well, it's an
again.
interesting sort of like way to evaluate a movie too, in terms of like, I mean, again, it's a different thing to how good is it on the first watch versus repeated watchings, because it's like a separate thing in terms of like evaluating the film, right? You could still have a much better film on first watch in that it's above and beyond maybe another film that's actually better on a second watch.
The Prestige,
for
example.
What's our top 250 second watch movies?
Right, a top 250 second
Big
watch
Lebowski.
movies.
Big
We need a
Lebowski,
whole
Pulp
separate
Fiction,
list.
right?
But we just
A
make the
whole
list for the
separate list
first
for-
top 250 that we were supposed to do. Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
Oh, boy. What else you got?
What else we got?
And so I do think one thing, again, what is also interesting, and I appreciate it, like Timothee Chalamet is Hollywood star pretty boy, and this film makes him ugly. Like they're not, I don't even know. I wonder if they even like
his little mustache?
purposefully, well, no, purposely also like de-enhanced his
Are
skin.
you saying you don't like the mustache? Come on.
I like the little
I
mustache,
think it was
John.
pretty good.
Yeah.
No,
pencil
not
mustache.
just that, but
He can really walk, can he? I mean, he's got a
Exactly,
great
right? Like, they
strut
put the
when he's
unibrow, but
when
they
he's
also-
strutting
they give
around.
him-
That's the best part of his fucking acting in this movie.
But I think it's you know, again, and again, sort of Oscar bait sort of thing, but he's letting himself look very ugly.
He's gonna win,
including like
He's
You think
good.
so?
I mean, yeah, I think he's a fucking.
I mean,
I mean, definitely he won Golden Globes already, right?
Yep.
So right.
Guy's on fire.
He's on fire, and he kind of. I mean, I'm not saying he deserves it, but it makes sense that he is. It's not like he's getting these awards because people.
No,
think
he's
that
good actor.
He's a good actor.
He did
yeah.
a good job. I whatever I'm saying about the character in the film, he was great. He did what he was supposed to do with this. You know, I mean, and it was really well done. He was playing it again, and maybe credit to the directors too, because like Sandler, these main characters are going full out. Like in Uncut Gems, Sandler's doing this too. These people are like full throttle their character, and it's impressive. And that's what happened in this case too. And that's hard. I don't think that you don't see that very often. There's a lot of intensity and just total momentum to the character. And it would be bad. It would really show if they slipped, if they were like trying to act normal or trying to act appealing or whatever, trying to act Hollywood or something. And it's like never happening like in the film.
Even when he's like, when he comes back with the fake jewelry to Gwyneth Paltrow and he's trying to lie about how like he felt bad.
Right,
she's
right.
like, stop
No.
fucking lying to me. You're still going to continue with the lie. You're
I
fucking
know, I know.
unbelievable,
I
dude.
was-
It's
that
good,
was
right?
good.
And again, it's well done.
That's fake fucking jewelry, and I know it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not fooling anyone, pal.
You know what I think? I think you realized it was fake.
Yeah.
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 It's like, you got him. You got his number, lady.
Right.
You're still going to fuck him, though, aren't you?
Yeah,
you
she
are.
is.
Right, that's right. Yeah. And
He's
we're
still
gonna have
got
to watch it
charisma.
again.
He's
We're gonna have to
got
watch
number
it
two.
again. I
You
don't want to
know.
watch it again.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that uncomfortable watching that. I mean, we saw the fucking substance in the theater. I
Fucking
mean, how are
dog
you going to feel
tooth, for
uncomfortable?
fuck's sake. Jesus.
I think it's just
The threshold
on
has
top
been
of the
set.
It's just because it all has the same momentum. It all has the same like sense of like speed. Whatever he's doing, it feels again. It's the style. It's the style to have the same relentless pacing. So whether you're being chased by a bad guy in your car, and people are firing shotguns on you, or you're making out with somebody, it has the same intensity. And again, that's on purpose. I know it. right? So, but
I would say so. I don't know. I think it's
right.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
would
definitely
think
on
it's on purpose. Right.
Yeah.
That's their style, right?
It's high stakes the whole time. It's one bad thing into the next high stakes bad thing, and then however he reacts
so
to
even
it. Really,
your make out scenes or whatever. So it's just like you just feel like I just felt kind of pummeled by it. Again, probably the intention, but I found it uncomfortable. It's like there's almost the same intensity to these sex scenes as there is to the car chases.
That's how he lives his life, man. He's a adrenaline junkie, kind of, right?
By design, I know, but it's a little weird, man.
Yeah. It makes you. Yeah, you live through him.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's a good explanation of it.
Yeah.
Of like what they're
fair.
trying to do.
Yeah.
It's a POV, right? They're trying to let you see
it's fair
what he's doing real time.
Again, I think if there was somehow more depth to this, I think I would have. But that's not the point.
I think you would have liked it if the ending was different and you weren't in a theater. That's what it sounds like to me, more than anything.
Possibly. But I am trying to say, like, I just think that, again...
I don't think Sandler had more depth than this guy, really. In Uncut Gems, I really don't think he did.
No, he did. He had more interactions with his family. He had moments in that film where he actually was
and he had moments where he had to make a
Yeah.
decision, and he wanted to
He made a bad decision.
And he made a bad decision, but he wanted to make another one, whereas this guy didn't.
He had angst.
This guy didn't
does
want
not
to do anything
hesitate.
else. He was only
Ever.
going to do what he wanted.
Right.
You got to watch that
that's
movie
the
again,
point.
I think, because I think they're...
but I think that's the point, right? The point is this guy's going to do whatever.
Even if
however.
it means that he didn't, ultimately, we got a sense of it from Sandler. And I think. Where like you felt like he wanted to make the right decision and he just couldn't.
Because I felt empathy
it.
for his character.
Right.
I felt empathy for Sandler's character.
Whereas I didn't feel any. I didn't feel any for him.
Any for this guy.
This one.
Yeah. I mean, did you feel empathy for this guy, Denny?
No.
No,
I don't think I did.
But I think Denny's
Denny's
saying that you didn't have
zero,
to,
right?
Because he wasn't feeling that way about
he wasn't worthy of
the
it.
character one way or the other. He was just enjoying.
Yeah. And I liked it
the
how
intensity.
I didn't. I liked it how the movie made me not feel like I wanted to be this guy or feel sympathy.
So instead
for
of
him. That was a
hating him,
plus for
you
me.
just felt like apathetic towards him.
I was like, fuck this
I
guy.
don't
I hope he
care.
loses.
Okay.
Not apathetic. I was like, I guess maybe. I guess part of me did want to see him win the ping pong tournament at the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you were kind of
it's
rooting for him
interesting.
when it changed.
But I think I had a thought of like, I don't care if he wins. I know they're going to go somewhere interesting, and I'm ready for what they want to show me here.
Okay.
That's kinda
Whereas like I thought, I don't care if he wins, and that was because I wasn't having a good time.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
like,
I
you
know. And I was, that's where I was getting with the film eventually. Is like, I was annoyed eventually. And like, look, here's another film, There Will Be Blood, right? We have a really shitty character, a very hateful character, but it's such a good film and it's such a good portrayal of a character. He's awful. And I don't know. I mean, it's Daniel Day-Lewis, right? But there's something deeper about it. There's something that's still very compelling about the person. This doesn't have that, right?
That's because Daniel Day-Lewis comes across like a demon. Like he has some deep-seated evil, and there's something underneath him.
I know.
This character seems like a child just like, I'm going to do this because I can, and I'm the only person in the universe.
it started out that way, Denny. It started out with like, oh, this is just a juvenile, but then it became more of like a malicious feeling. It seemed like where he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it to spite you, the old guy, right? The rich guy. I'm doing this.
I'll fuck over
so like
whoever,
he started doing
right.
it to like spite other people, and then it didn't become like a juvenile joke anymore. You know, at some point that changed, and it wasn't really clear why. And it was mainly there probably to set up the arc change at the end, which was, oh no, he does care. He's not going to do bad things anymore. Whereas it started out with like, this guy's just a juvenile idiot and he does bad things because he's stupid. But
I don't think everything that happened that was bad, it all started with his boss not paying him and him stealing the money. And everything that happened from then on was him struggling to catch up to that point, but people kept screwing him over, and he thought he deserved an easier life, so he would kind of screw the other person over, but in his mind, they were screwing him over. So he was like, he felt justified.
Yeah, then it's just a tit for tat, eye for an eye shit. Yeah.
And it just kept escalating as the movie went on.
Yeah. But like it all could have stopped if he stopped being a shithead. Right? Yeah. That's the point.
But then he wouldn't have won ping pong. He needed money to go to...
Right. And who gives a fuck? Stop playing. And that I remember thinking, just like the people in the film did, Shut up with the ping pong. Get a fucking job. Shut up.
He's good at it.
Yeah.
He's so good
This
at
is
it.
ridiculous. You're talking about ping pong,
You're
dude.
a good shoe
What
salesman,
the fuck are
man.
you talking about? Right. Get back to
There's
work.
no money in shoes. Come on.
Ah.
Well, sorry you guys didn't like it. I got a little bit of trivia. You guys want to
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
it?
I mean, I was trying to get to that
yeah.
about 5-10 minutes ago, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
We need to talk about how bad of a character he was for about 5 more minutes.
I'm trying to stop.
What are we gonna hear next? What is it, John? One note? I think it might have been one note.
I guess
don't know.
I'm not saying
It was just
that
a
ever
long,
again.
a lot
I'm
of,
so
lot of
sorry.
one note.
No.
Is that meta? I think it's meta.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be good.
So this guy, Marty Reisman, was his real name. He was born in the 1930s in New York to no parents, and like I said before, he was raised in ping pong all night clubs and stuff. By 16, he was already respected. He was already getting into other clubs, like he would go to bars and stuff and like rip people off. He had an underground fame about him, so like people asked about him, and he got to sleep with kind of hot and famous people. He did all these trick things. And he won the world ping pong tournament at least once. I think it was exactly once. So he actually went to this thing and won it. But he didn't follow that too much because, like I said, there wasn't that much money in it. He ripped people off, hustled them. What the documentary that I watched said was that one of his main talents was that his psychological abilities to make people feel like they were winning in these things, and then he would win eventually. Like he would manipulate them.
But he would really make them feel like they had the upper
Yes.
hand
He could-
up
he was
until the
that
very
good.
last
Where he
moment.
could
Yeah.
control the game.
Where they think that
yeah.
they're in control, and he was actually the one in control the whole time.
Damn.
So he's kind of like a magician too, of sorts. So this guy was a weird guy. The movie was it called Balls of Fury? It's like a comedy that came out maybe 15 years ago. It might have had Will Ferrell in it. It was a ping pong movie. It was also
That sounds
loosely based
familiar.
on this guy.
Huh.
Might have had Napoleon Dynamite in it. I forget.
That sounds like that sounds like a movie that I almost watched.
Yeah, I think the same. And then I watched the ice skating one instead, and that was no good. And I was like, I'm done with this fucking
that was
Napoleon Dynamite
Blades
guy.
of
Blades of
was
Steel,
that Blades
Fury.
of something? Blades of Steel,
that Blades of Fury?
maybe that was Blades of Fury.
Balls of Fury,
Was
Blades
that
of
Blades
Fury.
of-
I
Balls
might
of
be getting
Fury.
Was there
movies.
Balls of Fury and
Google
Blades of
that.
Fury?
All right.
Turn on Safe Search. Just make sure you have Safe Search on, okay?
Blades of Fury. No, there's not a Blades of Fury.
Is there a Balls of
There's
Fury?
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory. That doesn't sound right either.
You see, that's cute. No, it's Blades of Glory because
With Will Ferrell.
Yeah. That was
Okay.
with Will Ferrell. No.
Nope. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Will Ferrell
Okay, there we
and
go.
John Heder and Amy
John
Poehler
Heder.
were in that.
Yeah, so there was a breakdown of a scene feature from Fandango on their channel on YouTube, and it was the Safdie and it was the Chalamet talking to each other about the semifinal scene. And they talked about how all of the points, which were the actions in the ping pong tournaments, were all set. Like every time they filmed the ping pong stuff, they choreographed that heavily. Timothee Chalamet practiced for this role since 2018. He knew he was going to be in this ping pong movie.
Whoa.
He brought a ping pong
he
table
produced it, right?
everywhere. Did he?
Yeah, he produced
Okay,
it.
that makes sense because he
He's
was
one of the
in this
producers,
project with Josh Safdie since 2018 at least. He brought to like the set of Dune 2 to the Bob Dylan movie, all the movies since he's been in 2018. He brought a ping pong table with him so he could practice ping pong
Yeah.
because he wanted to be able to do all this stuff, and he can actually do all this stuff. They didn't say exactly how much of it was CG and how much was real, but there's real and CG stuff throughout, and it was based.
And it looks
on,
real. It all looks very believable,
Yeah,
like
it
the
did.
way they're showing it.
And the stuff they couldn't get with real balls, they practiced it with real balls. So like all the moves and stuff, Chalamet said he got good enough where he could make the movements, and they just CG a ball in there. And the guy they got, his name was Diego. They didn't say his last name, but he was the guy who did the ping pong balls in Forrest Gump way back when.
Huh.
So they searched him out because they're like, Forrest Gump's got the best CG ping pong balls in a movie ever. So
So
they
there
got
it
the
is.
CG ping pong ball guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
He's probably
By
pretty
the
good
way,
at ping pong.
Balls of Fury was not anybody so the co-star was Christopher Walken.
Ooh.
But Dan Fogler was the lead.
Oh, that poster looks terrible.
The tagline, a huge comedy with tiny balls.
That's a good one.
I know.
is good.
I don't know. We get bored. I mean, you want to do Nicolas Cage films. I'd love to do just Christopher Walken films.
I wonder who's got more movies. They probably both got a ton.
Yeah. Anyway.
So all the points were choreographed extensively, and then they were
good. I will just say one more time, it was good. Like, and I do love the scenes where they're like the camera's like looping through, like when there's multiple games going on, and you're like getting this real sense of being in there with, like, I don't know, there's like 12 games going on at once or something like that.
I bet those are all inserted too. I bet like with CG these days, it was like a motion control camera, and like the background was probably all CG, and all the individual ping pong tables were filmed individually and plopped in, or something crazy like that, because that set was really good looking and massive.
You wouldn't know. Yeah, I mean, I would
worked.
believe that for sure, but it did look natural. So whatever it was good.
Gonna get the Blu-ray, guys. We'll inform whenever it gets released. Don't you worry. I'll keep you up to date.
Right.
Give you a nice little text message there.
Get some behind the scenes docs.
So points were choreographed, and in between the points were not, because Safdie didn't know how to get real reactions out of people. So like any of the acting after the points were made in those scenes were completely improvised based on what the actors, they knew what the score was. They knew like what the actions were for the game, who was going to win, who was going to lose. And all the other stuff was just naturally done.
Well, but where they were, like, because they had to like react wherever they were as they were sort of trying to get the ball, but not getting the ball. So they had to like.
I mean, I think that's easy. You're just struggling playing ping pong. It's like the
the
winning or losing.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna flop my head down on the table now, wherever I'm at. That'll show that I'm upset.
Yeah. And then the laying down flat, and then repeating that at the end when Chalamet wins. And I actually thought one of the parts that stood out to me was like when Chalamet and his like buddy, the ex-champion, were playing against each other, and Chalamet was about to beat him in the semifinal. And they do like he's like, let's have fun with this one, and they do all the little trick shots.
That was the one moment. That was actually the one moment of humanity for him, I think, in other than crying baby, where I sort of like I perked up there.
What about him? The entire story arc of him trying to save and protect his pregnant girlfriend, John. What about that entire thing?
Was he trying to save her though?
He was, because as soon as she realized she wasn't
bullshit thing into another.
No, as soon as he realized she didn't actually get beat up, he abandons her because he's like, "You fucking lied to me."
Yeah,
he was trying to protect her and his kid.
Is that what you think?
That's what happened.
So. I mean, he took her to the hospital.
He set her up at this guy's house.
He didn't have to do that. You're right.
He set her up at this guy's house.
I mean, he's completely abusing his friendship with that guy, like totally fucking that guy over. But he's
got to protect his kid,
and then completely turn on him. So
and he kicked the shit. He kicked the shit out of. He almost killed her fucking boyfriend, her husband guy.
That's true, with the trophy. I guess so. So.
That was stupid.
He had a little bit of.
Killed that guy.
That was dumb.
No, but you're right.
That
You're
wasn't a good part.
A little bit of.
And then he sends her home. He's like, "Go home." He's like, "That guy." He's not going to want you home.
Right. So he sends her home, and might have wanted to let her know, like, oh, by the way, I may have beaten him to death.
I put the pointy edge of a
why don't you go home to him?
I got something to tell you. Beat the shit out of
you.
Your
might
boyfriend.
not like what you see.
He may not be able to see anymore, but
that's right.
Yeah,
just had a one eye.
It's fine.
Just one. He got two.
I have a friend who came up with a theory that it was actually Chalamet's kid, and it was just a part of her manipulation of people, because she manipulates people a few times throughout the movie, kind of lies about things. So we don't know for sure whose kid it is.
She has kind of a turn, right? Yeah. Right. So it was not, or was actually
it was Chalamet's, or it was not Chalamet's kid.
Right. That would be the twist, right? That it was not, right? Yeah. I mean, why? Yeah. What indication was that? Why would it not be her husband's, right? Because there was like, I don't know, there was some yelling about pulling out, not pulling out, that I really tried not to listen too carefully to.
I know it was funny.
But, yeah.
I was laughing.
Yeah.
Only idiots think that. You can't do that. It doesn't work. Everyone knows it doesn't work. This is 1950s. They probably didn't know that back then.
That's true.
But I mean, I believed that it could be either one of them, despite what he said, because he believed it and the husband believed it. So like,
I assume that whether or not her husband and her were having sex a lot or not at the time is the question. Is like, were they sleeping together, or maybe they weren't?
Then why was he surprised? If they weren't sleeping together, then he should have been surprised.
Right.
So there, I have to assume that through the men's reactions in this scenario, the two men, that they were both having sex with this woman,
right?
Around the same time. Yeah. So she could be lying. She's a bit of a liar there.
Aren't they all?
Sort of,
Not the
was that?
women, the men in the movie too. Everybody in the movie.
Everybody lies a little.
Everybody in the movie
everybody
lies.
sucks. Everyone's awful. Hooray.
Not the guys at the ping pong hall.
And
Those, the old guys.
Those guys just
they
got
seem-
screwed.
those seem
They
nice.
were actually
That was
probably
nice.
all right guys.
How did the
Yeah.
old guys get screwed?
No, the guys at the ping pong hall.
Yeah, they seem nice.
Yeah.
How do they get screwed?
Well, they get blown up. Not the old guys, the kids.
Oh, you're talking about the bowling alley kids.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
Oh,
old guys
yeah,
at the ping
those
pong
guys,
hall.
yeah.
Kids, they're just fucking out having a good time, getting fucking hustled. You know?
They're violent hustlers. Fuck those guys.
Oh, okay. I wasn't really paying attention, just like I'm not now.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna like this one, guys. And the last piece of trivia I have is that there's the weirdest piece of social media marketing thing that this movie attempted. It might have worked. I don't know. Probably not. Naomi heard about it through Reddit. I looked it up. It's on the A24 YouTube video. It has like 1.5 million views. It came out 4 weeks ago or something like that.
Huh.
It's an 18-minute long video that Chalamet apparently directed. It's a fake Zoom call with maybe 9 or 12 people on it. 10 of them, like everyone but Chalamet, is a marketing person, like a fake. You're not supposed to know it's fake, I don't think, but you can kind of tell it's fake. And they're going on a Zoom call to talk about marketing ideas for Marty Supreme. And they're all sitting there waiting for waiting for Chalamet to come on. He eventually comes on, shaved head, and they slowly introduce themselves. Takes like 2 minutes to get through everybody to like a title and a name. And then he's like, all right, we have a lot of ideas. And we heard you have ideas too, Timothy. Would you like to go first? Do you want us to go first? And he's like, I'll go first. And then he just starts spouting off the stupidest ideas you've ever heard for over 10 minutes.
So is he just like losing? Everybody's saying yes to him, that nobody's telling him his shit stinks?
No, he just doesn't stop talking. Everyone's looking like he keeps zooming into people's faces like this guy's fucking crazy, but he doesn't stop talking. He just talks and talks and talks about his bad like marketing ideas. It's weird. It's not funny. It's not anything. It's just fucking weird. I don't understand why it exists.
Because there's nobody's telling him his shit don't stink.
I guess.
Maybe.
Or his shit stinks.
Or nobody understands what catches on online.
They're
or
like,
something.
yes, Mr. Chalamet. No, it's great. It's
How much
great.
would that be
It's a good
to
movie.
make?
Huh?
Like a half an hour and like 10 people that'll work for nothing? And then we
Yeah.
can just upload it to our website. It's like
He's like,
no
I just
money
want
to
to play
do
with
this.
the camera, you know?
Mhm.
Content's content, man. People watched it.
I guess, yeah, 1.5 million views.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
movie is not doing fantastic.
You don't say.
Budget. Well, it's doing a lot better than the Smashing Machine. That's for damn sure.
Oh.
Smashing Machine did really bad. So sorry to the other Safdie guy. But yeah, these two movies. So 50 million for the Smashing Machine.
Wait, what's this about Smashing Machine? So this was like they split off and each did their own movie?
Yeah, after Uncut Gems, they were like, okay, we made it with each other. Let's split off and have our own careers. And then I think is it Ben Safdie is the other one who did the Smashing Machine? That was his first one solo.
That was with
And-
Dwayne Johnson looking really weird and different, right?
So this was their first
Oh,
year where
yeah.
they both were they're both A24 movies, the two highest budgeted A24 movies ever. So Smashing Machine was
Nice.
50 million. This one was
Interesting.
60 to 70 million.
Wow.
Okay.
Smashing Machine made like under 30 million at the box office. This one's at 80, but it's a long ways off from hitting that sweet number of like 120 to 140 it needs.
Huh.
This
Right.
is already like week 3 or 4 that it's out.
And I don't know. I doubt if word of mouth on this film is going to be too good.
The
I think
awards might though. The awards might help.
Yeah, it
depending
might
on what
help, I
happens.
guess, but yeah.
And also, so like I went to the theater to see this, and if they sell a ping pong ball with Timothee Chalamet's face on it, you don't want to fucking buy that shit for like $25. I'm gonna put it in my room full of movie shit that nobody cares to look at, and it's just for me.
You can open up a museum when you're in your old age.
Yeah, it'll just be dusty trash by that point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they do have like movie theaters. You have that Matt Damon YouTube video of him talking about why less mid-budget movies. Have you guys seen that? Where he talks about mid-budget movies are no longer a thing because VHS and DVD rentals are no longer a thing. And they used to be able
really?
to like have longer legs for rentals. But now it's people usually wait until things stream. Like most people don't even pay extra money to rent it at their house. So it's either like a low-budget movie because they're not expecting much money, or it has to be like a tentpole sequel type of thing to have a huge budget.
Wow.
Just because studios are afraid. It's like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It is a money business. But A24 figured out a way. They merchandise just on their brand. This sweatshirt was not cheap. I got an A24 sweatshirt. It's not cheap. It's a nice
No.
sweatshirt, but it was money.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I get a bunch of shit. I should pile all my A24 shit together and just like send a picture to you guys to see how much of my money I've wasted on this dumb shit from these guys.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much. All right. So next week,
I have a suggestion.
you got a suggestion. Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Unless, do you know what you're thinking?
I was gonna say Good Time because I had no other ideas and I don't know what's available to stream.
What about the film by Park Chan-wook, the guy who did Old Boy?
Is that available?
Called No Other Choice. It's at my art theater playing at Pops.
Let me check.
It used to be the Grey Duck Theater. I can see it here this week.
Let me see. I do want to see that.
I do too. So I don't know if you guys can find it playing actively.
Let us check. So either do that one, or we'll do Good Time, or we'll find a more
Good Time,
available.
can we stream Good Time?
Yep.
Oh, that's the original the original
That's the
Sadie Brothers
first
film.
Safdie, yeah.
I think Safdie. Sorry, Sadie Safdie. I think that would be a reasonable choice
yeah,
too.
that's a good one.
I like.
I have no other choice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I have no other choice playing around me, TCD. You probably
No
do.
other choice?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to. You're in LA. If a movie's playing anywhere in the world, it's going to be at least in LA, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
got
I want
it.
to see this one in the
Oh, yeah.
film too, in the theater. It looks fun.
Yeah.
It's open.
Let's do it. No
You
other
wanna do
choice.
No other choice? All right.
Park Chan-wook.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Nice.
down.
Stay in the theaters.
All right.
Sweet. Good suggestion, John.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Go to Mission 250 Filmcast.
Yes.
Sorry,
Or
podcast.
Mission
We're
250
no longer
podcast.
Filmcast. We are the podcast.
You
There's
should,
a new website.
you should redirect.
Yeah, we should.
I'll
yeah.
redirect.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that this week.
Yeah.
So you can go to either. How about that? Go to either
Go to
Filmcast
either.
or podcast. They're both ours. There's a new website. It's way nicer. There's more information. It's pretty sweet, and there's going to be even more stuff pretty soon.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Nice work, TC.
All right, boys.
Thanks for listening. Good talking to you guys. Talk to you next week.
All right.
All
See you
right.
later.
See you guys.
See ya.